Hi, my name is Vanessa Ramirez. I am a senior at Georgia Sanchez Charter High. I come from a neighborhood that many people know as South Park, but I am here not to tell you where I came from. I am here to tell you where I'm going, thanks to a decision I made not too long ago. While growing up, I thought that I was never going to make it. I had settled with the idea that I would live with my parents forever, well, hopefully working at a fast food restaurant. To me, that was my life and my future, pretty much what I lived for. I never had any other aspirations, mainly because I thought I was never going to make it. I was pretty much scared that I would just fail once again. All through high school, I thought this way more and more. And from then on, I felt as if I fell into a never-ending black hole. What is a black hole? A lot of people might think I might be exaggerating, but only those who have felt how I feel can really understand. This black hole makes you feel like you're blind. It makes you feel that every step that you make is the wrong one. Or maybe you're just too scared that you might fall. It makes you feel like you're invisible, but at the same time, it makes you feel like everyone is staring at you. It makes you feel like you can't breathe, because at many times, I just couldn't. Also, I started to get depressed. Every little step I took would just make me fall again. I started losing weight. I started losing my family. I started losing interest in everything. It all started because I started having economic struggles. I remember there was a time where my family didn't have food for almost a week. I recall asking my mother if we had at least food that we could eat or milk that we can drink. And I remember her saying, "No, mija," and she looked so sad. But the clock hit midnight, and we heard a knock at the door. My dad checked through the window, and it was members of my dad's church, Miguel and Daisy. They had a big, beautiful basket of food, which was seen to have all the food in the world. We all cried of joy, and they looked at us like if we were crazy, but they didn't know in what conditions we were living in, because food for us back then was a privilege. Things like this always happened that just never let me get out of that black hole. But thankfully, I heard of a great program called Genesis Works. I remember when I was in my junior year, which was not too long ago, I remember seeing 4 girls walking around in campus looking very professional with a great confidence. I envied those girls because I knew that they were going somewhere, and I knew that I wasn't. For a long time, I heard about this Genesis Works, and so finally, I had the guts, and I brushed off my fear to talking to people, and I asked my counselor, Mr. Roses, about this Genesis Works. He told me that it was a program for upcoming seniors that were chosen to participate in an 8-week training to learn professional skills and get, of course, a paid internship. I got so scared, but as always, my family, my friends, my counselor, and everyone encouraged me to do so. So I tried to try it out. I was so scared, obviously, because I've been scared all my life. So it came to the time where we had to apply for Genesis Works. I was really scared, but something took over me. I don't know, maybe hope, longing, or maybe even faith took over me, but I did it. I applied to Genesis Works. I've always tried to be optimistic throughout my life, but the things that have happened just never would let me. So I started to lose hope of getting in. But after a few weeks of waiting, my counselor gave me a letter that said I had an interview. And that's when, believe it or not, my healing process began. I went through the whole process of interviews, and I got accepted to the summer training. During those 8 weeks of training, I learned so many professional skills and IT skills that I can now use at my very much earned internship with NRG Energy, in which I am very grateful to have gotten placed at. I couldn't have asked for anything more. To me, Genesis Works became like my second family, because they have been there for me, for everything. They're not people that are there just because they need to be. They're there because they actually care. because they want to see you succeed. I got so close to my coordinator, Crystal Spencer, which is an amazing person, and my team, Team 3. And we became family. So you see, Genesis Works not only helps you gain professional skills, IT, accounting, or engineering skills, and an internship, it helps you gain confidence, and it helps you gain so much more than what a brochure says. And in my case, it even helps you heal. Now you may ask, am I out of the black hole? Not completely. My family continues to have deeper struggles that we are working on together. But that's okay, because I know I'm going to make it. I now have a great job, I have Genesis Works, and I even have the opportunity to go to college. I have everything I grew up thinking that I never would. And it all started when I took a chance. I took a chance to apply to Genesis Works, the best choice I have ever made. Thank you.